Hello and welcome to How to Navigate Being Gluten-Free, Week 2, Lesson 5. Fundamentals to Gluten-Free Cooking. Now, I'm sure you're all saying, how am I supposed to do this? To begin with, you will need to look at all of the ingredient lists on all of your packaged food items. You can do this using my booklet, Wheat, Grains and Gluten, What, Where and What, that I have attached for you. This will make it easier for you to go through this process, as wheat comes under different names and it can be found in items other than bread. Unless you are a celiac, you don't need to have separate utensils that come in contact with gluten-containing foods or other things like butter, peanut butter, jam, etc. to avoid cross-contamination. When you make bread, make it the same with yeast. There is no need to use eggs, as many gluten-free recipes do, unless you are sensitive to yeast. To bake gluten-free, you will have to add other ingredients to replace what is lost from wheat, or to counteract the dryness of the gluten-free flours. Things to consider. Binding agents. Eggs, xanthan gum, agar-agar, flaxseed, psyllium husks, chia seeds. These will act as the glue. They take on the role that gluten does to maintain the dough soft and flexible. Moisture. Eggs, water, or any other dairy-free liquid, psyllium husks, olive oil. When making bread, it will not be like normal bread. It will be a little on the sticky side, as you need to add more water to prevent it from being dry and hard. But then this also depends on what you are baking. For example, gingerbread, ginger biscuits tend to be a little harder, so it doesn't need to be more moist. Or an Anzac biscuit. Antioxidant, vinegar, citric acid. This is to prevent the bread from going stale too quickly. Activator, buttermilk, yogurt, honey, chocolate, lemon, molasses, cream of tartar. If you're going to bake something that has any of these ingredients, you only need to add bicarb, as these items will activate the chemical reaction of releasing carbon dioxide when baking, causing your cake, biscuit to rise. So there's no need to use baking powder, as this has bicarb with cream of tartar. Baking time may take a little longer than usual due to what you're making being more wet. So you will need to keep an eye on what you're baking and may even need to cover with aluminium to prevent it from burning. You will need to make your own baking powder, as some of these contain gluten or wheat. To do this, you need to mix 2 parts of cream of tartar with 1 part of bicarb. From this, you then add the amount needed to your flours to make them rise. Thickeners. You can substitute corn flour, arrowroot flour, ground flaxseed or chia seeds to thicken soups. Make bechamel sauces, gravies, etc. instead of wheat flour. Breadcrumbs. Use polenta, rice crumbs, or make crumbs from your gluten-free bread. What flours do I use? There are many gluten-free flours available for you to use. The main ones are potato flour, rice flour, which can be white or brown, arrowroot, tapioca, corn flour. Generally white and fine, though you can find some that are yellow. This is not the same as polenta, as it is more grainy. Then there are others that add different flavors, color, and possible feel depending on how finely ground it is. Amaranth, it is high in protein. Sorghum, chickpea or besan. I love to use this when baking bread, as it gives it a lovely flavor and color. Quinoa, high in protein and fiber. Oat, great for helping control cholesterol due to the beta-glucan found in oats, high in fiber. Buckwheat, love to use this to make pancakes, as it gives it a great nutty flavor and color. Coconut flour, I love to use this for cakes, biscuits, as it has a sweeter flavor, also high in fiber. Teff flour, high in vitamin C and fiber. Soy flour, green banana flour, which helps with digestion and blood sugar balance due to the presence of resistant starch. Try this recipe for gluten-free that I have developed. It will look and smell just like bread. Maybe a little more dense, but so delicious. Thank you and see you next time.